Well, joining us now is our film critic, Anne Brodie, with her picks for this special weekend. And Anne is brought to you by the Ross Petty Productions of Sleeping Beauty T.O., a family tradition for, over 21 years now.
Are you kidding?
21 years, yeah.
Ross Petty, holy cow.
Yeah, there you go. Now, holy cow to, what does she say about fences?
Fences.
She says, oh, God, it's so good.
It is so good, but I don't think people are going to like it because it's a stage play that it feels quite stagey, but the depth, it's just incredible. Denzel Washington, Viola Davis star as a husband and wife in Baltimore and sort of the lower class area. They have a son. He wants his son to be better than he is, but he kind of brutalizes him into being good. And, of course, the son completely rebels. And it takes him up to the time when he's 20 and he becomes a military man to get away from him. But what goes on in between is just so real and so moving and covers the gamut of emotion and family experience.
So do you think, Anne, it's 3 hours of pretty intense?
Yeah, and it just sailed by for me.
Oh.
Yeah, it really did. I was just so enchanted by the performances, particularly Viola Davis. And she's up for all kinds of nominations, and she's won a bunch of awards. So now this is part of August Wilson's Pittsburgh cycle on the lives of ordinary African Americans. So, and it's the middle one. So there's 6 altogether, and this is just one.
La La Land.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Everyone's going to go crazy for this. Crazy.
Musicals? Are musicals back?
Well, according to this one, yes, they are. Yes, they are. We've got Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling, and boy, do they have chemistry. He learned to play jazz piano. They both learned to dance a la 50s, 60s musicals, and it is a joy. The costuming, the characterization, it's very lighthearted. Sweet, very nice. And I think it's going to do very well. I think it's going to do better at the Oscars than it's done at all the other awards. It's just eye candy, mind candy. It's a feel-good film. It's just what Samuel L. Jackson was talking about, these films that are, really going overboard.
Okay. Now, why him? You didn't have much hope for this before you saw it?
Before I saw it, there was James Franco cussing his new girlfriend's square parents, Bryan Cranston and Megan Mullally. I thought, oh, here we go again, more James Franco out of control. So I went to see it. I took your mom, Romy, who loves a good film. We laughed our socks off. It was so vile, so blue, so raucous, and we just couldn't help it. It was hilarious.
Okay, now my children say we can't play Cards Against Humanity with Grandma, but I think we can.
She wrote me an email, Kate, this morning with some surprising language.
Okay, the game's on.
So,
yes. So then there is a whole new series of streaming services that I'm going to put in my blog that'll be online probably today or tomorrow.
Okay.
A whole bunch of new ones. They love Acorn, by the way, which is our favorite. As antidotes to the big companies, the Craves and the whatevers that aren't really offering much in terms of diversity and, a good mix of old and new films and genres and art films and commercial films and all of that. So I'll put that on the blog. That's going to be good. But I did want to say that Netflix.
Not Netflix. Netflix.
Not Netflix. I think that's online this winter, this Christmas season. Netflix is providing a bunch of New Year's countdowns so that parents can walk their kids through the countdowns and the kids can go to bed. And then the adults can do the real one. And I think that's a terrific idea.
Absolutely. And Legion?
Legion. Okay, I started to watch this. It's written by the fellow who wrote Fargo. And I thought, well, it's going to be this, that, and that. And I'm going to love it. I know it. Well, it's Dan Stevens who played Matthew in Downton Abbey. Remember, he was killed in a car crash? So he is a multiple personality patient in a hospital, or he might be in jail, or he might be at his sister's house. And he might be a woman, and he might be this, that, and the other thing. It's kind of confusing. It's high concept. But then I remembered reading that it's also Marvel So they're grooming him to be a superhero, to use his powers in good ways. But Dan Stevens, you won't recognize him. And he's 10 times as cute these days.
Well, Annie, thank you for being here. Thank you for wearing sequins. It is New Year's Eve. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, all.